So you all know very well about static. So let's understand the static method. So already you have studied, we have taught you. So similar way, the class member that will be used independently of any object of that class. We know very well that. So when you are want to use the class member, and that should be the member of that class. So the object when you are going to access, then that should be member of that particular class. So normally what will happen? Class member will be accessed only through the object, and there should be the member of that class itself. Then only it will be the class member will be accessed. And however, it is possible to create a member that can be used by itself. Okay, so we can do that also without reference to the any specific instance. So for that, what you are going to do? So for this, we have to create a member which will be preceding with the static keyword. Okay. So when you define this member as a static, so what happen? It will be accessed before any object. So example, you know very well that in the main method, what happened? Main method, we also write in main method public static void main. So what happened actually? So when you are declaring as a static, so what happened? It will be called before any object. So the main method will get called, is declared. So as a static, so it will call before any object whatever you are going to create in the program. That is the use of static actually. And we know very well that static even you can use into, and this should be used into the global variable. So instance variable will be declared as your static, that is essentially in global variable. And when any object of its class is declared, so no copy of a static variable is made. So once you created any object, okay, declared, so no copy of any static will be happen, and all instances of the class will be having same static variable. Okay, it will share the same static variable. So let's see with this example, then you will understand. And what are the restrictions when you are declaring a method declared as a static? So you have certain restrictions. What are the restrictions? The first is that it can be only call other static method. So static method will call only static, not any other method. Remember one point. Second point, it must only access static data. So it will not access the data that is only you have declared int a, and you have in method you have a static method. You are trying to access that. It will not. It will access only a static data, that is a static int a. And you cannot refer to this, that is you have already studied this keyword, this or super class in any way. You cannot use this. Okay, so these are the 3 points where you have the restriction for the static. So let's see with the example. So same way you create the static, okay, class. Now I am declaring the instance variable, that is global variable with the static keyword with the static keyword int a, okay, value is equal to 3. Then you have another static variable, that is the integer b. Then you have another static method, that is the meth. We are passing one parameter as a x, integer parameter. Then you print. So we are printing as in x value here. Then you are printing a value here, okay. Then you are printing the b value, okay. Now next we print a static block initialized. Now another b is equal to a into 4, okay, close it, come to the main method, okay, call the method. What is the method? That is the meth. So meth 42, I have to pass the parameter 42, okay. So that's all. So let's execute and see that result, this also. So what output you are going to get? You will get x is equal to 42, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 12. How come? here we have passed the argument as a 42. So what happen? It will call the method. So what is the method? A static method. Void math int x. What is the x is equal to? 42. So x value will be printed as a 42. Next, a value. What is the a value? A value we are using as a 3. So what is the b value? So b value we are using here. A into 4, that is 3 into 4. So it will be taken from here. Okay. So let's execute and see what is the result we are going to get. Same result we should get it. So what is the class name? Use static. So same way I'll go to the source, I'll create new file. So what is the file name? That is the use static, right? So we have to use static. So I'll use here use static.java. Okay, paste it. Okay, right click, run as Java application. Okay, see here we got the output. Okay, so see what happened here. B we have defined, okay, but what is the B value? We have not declared, but only we have declared the static. So where this B is declared? Into the static. What is happened? So B is equal to A into 4. So first what will happen? Static block will get initialized. So that's what you are getting first, a static block initialized. Next it go to the method. So first it will be access the static method. So what is the static method here? So this is the static block initialized. Next it will print X, next it will print A, and next print B, which is stored in the value. So this value is 12.